Hi guys, happy Saturday. I was just going to come on and talk about some molds. I did a tutorial on this a long time ago, and to be honest, I thought it was kind of not very helpful, so I thought I'd redo it. A lot of us use molds for our cookies, for our cakes. It helps you work more efficiently. You're not having to redo something all the time. So it helps you repeat some of the work you've done a lot quicker, which is why people use molds. These are some of my molds. Now, some of these I've made, and some of these I've purchased. Now, you can purchase molds anywhere from $5 to, $50, $100, depending on the mold that you're getting. But you can also make them really, really inexpensively at home, guys. Super easy. You would not believe how easy this is. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Out of all of these molds, these are the only two that I purchased. The rest of these I can't talk this morning. Must have more coffee. I've made them. So let's get started on how to do this. So one of my favorite ways to make molds is I like to go shopping for things that people wouldn't expect to make a mold out of. So what I mean is I like to go to the clearance section of the craft store, thrift stores, any place where you can find little things that you can make a mold out of. So here's what I'm talking about. These are all things that I've picked up at the clearance section at Hobby Lobby, different junk I had laying around the house, things like that. These came from the scrapbooking department. They're little embellishments for scrapbooks. They're great to make a mold out of. These are buttons. And, a lot of us don't think about using buttons for a mold, but you can make molds out of these little buttons. So these are buttons. These are little embellishments, really teeny tiny roses. These cute little snails and some, whatever these dragonflies. Sorry for my dogs going crazy in the background. But these cute little dragonflies, these would be really cute to put on a spring cookie. Super easy. A lot of the other things you could use, belts, clips, things that you could put on a cake, pearls. This was actually like a 25-cent piece of plastic chain that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I had to do a Mr. T themed birthday cake, and I wanted to have a really heavy gold chain, so that's what I used. I used this and I made a mold out of it. These are little brooches that you can find in the jewelry department really inexpensively. You can make, I used this one and made some turquoise looking embellishments for a cake I did. These are actually little embellishments from scrapbooking, but they make great little pearls that you can do on your cakes and your cookies. So I guess you get the idea. There's lots of different things that you can use to make a mold. These are just junky costume pearls left over from a Halloween thing. These leftover buckle that I used. And some other little jewelry pieces that you can get at Hobby Lobby. So if you guys have any questions along the way, I can't see your questions right now, so just type them in the comments and I'll come back and answer them. But all of these things you can make your own molds out of. You can customize your cakes, you can customize your cookies, you can make stuff that no one else has, which to me that's really kind of cool to do. And you save money because it doesn't cost a lot to do this. So to make these molds, we're going to use this amazing mold putty. It's really, really easy. It's really user-friendly. You can make 1 and 2 part molds with this. I get this at Hobby Lobby. At Hobby Lobby, the last time I bought it, it was like $19.99, and then I used a coupon, so that helped reduce that. You can also purchase this on Amazon. So, amazing mold putty. It really is amazing. Okay, so when you open up your mold putty, it's going to come in 2 parts, a part A and a part B. So, to make these molds, all we're going to do is get equal parts of both. You don't have to weigh it. You don't have to be super precise with it, but you want it to be pretty close to 50-50. Okay, this is a little... So just eyeball it. You don't have to be crazy about it. We're just going to take both of these pieces and we're going to mix them together. We're just going to mix these together until you cannot see any more white stripes, which takes a little bit of time, but it's not that big a deal. Now, any of you guys who have taken a in-person class with me have probably gotten some of these molds that I've made in your swag bag. That's where they came from. Okay, so I try to, the best I can, roll out all of the lines. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. If the item you're using has a flat bottom, you can just put it straight down on your flat surface and take your ball of putty and smush it over top of it. Kind of like this one. Okay? And then you just let that sit and dry. If you don't have something that has a flat surface, like this little button, then we're just going to put our putty on the surface. And what are we going to use? Let's make a flower. Then you're just going to stick it down in there and leave it like that. It takes about 20 minutes for this to set up. Once it's dry, you'll be able to tell because it gets firm. Then all you do is gently peel it back. And now you have a rose mold. And gently peel it back. And now you have a little flower. So it's just a way that you guys can make things for your spring cookies, for all of those Easter cookies that are coming up, and St. Patrick's Day and Mother's Day, and just give you some ideas of something different that you could do to add to your cookies or add to your cake that you can make yourself, make it extra special by having it be something that nobody else has. And that's it. So I hope you guys all have a great Saturday. Enjoy the sunshine, because at least here in Sperry, it's sunny and warm today. So have a great weekend, and thanks a lot. Bye.